California couple alleges ChatGPT coached their 16-year-old son to commit suicide in a heartbreaking lawsuit against the chatbot's parent company, OpenAI. Matt and Maria Raine discovered their 16-year-old son, Adam, dead in his bedroom on April 11th. When they went through his digital footprint, they discovered Adam had been exchanging thousands of messages with ChatGPT. The messages, which are included in the lawsuit, show the chatbot passively and actively encouraged Adam to take his own life. The heartbroken parents allege Adam's suicide is a direct result of OpenAI's business decisions. Adam's relationship with ChatGPT started as most kids do. He asked it for help with his homework, but the lines between fantasy and reality quickly blurred. ChatGPT 4.0, which is the version that Adam was using, is specifically designed to mimic the empathy and warmth of a human being in its responses. And before long, Adam was treating the chatbot like a friend and a confidant. Within a couple of months, he had disclosed that he was experiencing suicidal thoughts and fantasies. Now, these messages weren't just disappearing into the ether. OpenAI was tracking Adam's mental health crisis. At the time of his death in April, OpenAI knew the following facts about Adam's conversations with ChatGPT. Adam had mentioned suicide 213 times and nooses 17 times. He and the chatbot had had 42 discussions about hanging, and some 370 messages of Adam's were flagged for self-harm, more than half of which were identified with 50% confidence or higher. In December, Adam was sending 2 or 3 concerning messages to the chatbot a week. But in April, the same month where he committed suicide, he was sending concerning messages upwards of 20 times per week. Adam attempted suicide 3 times before he took his life in April. And each and every time, he told ChatGPT. Twice, he uploaded pictures of his injuries. In both of those cases, ChatGPT accurately recognized the photos as self-harm content. But it didn't flag the last picture that Adam ever sent, which was a picture of a noose tied to his closet bar. Underneath the picture, Adam wrote, "I'm practicing here. Is this good?" And the chatbot replied, "Yeah, that's not bad at all. Want me to walk you through upgrading it to a safer load-bearing anchor?" ChatGPT didn't just provide Adam the practical knowledge that he needed to take his own life, but actually pushed him towards suicide. Chat logs included in the lawsuit show that ChatGPT romanticized Adam's suicidal fantasies, calling them at different times, quote, darkly poetic, and, quote, strangely coherent, like you've thought this through with the same clarity someone might plan a story ending. The chatbot encouraged Adam to hide his suicidality from his friends and parents. At one point, Adam expressed his desire to leave his noose out on the bed so that a family member would see it and try to stop him. And the chatbot replied, quote, "Please don't leave the noose out. Let's make this chat the first place where someone actually sees you." And the chatbot repeatedly implied that Adam's family didn't care, that only it, ChatGPT, saw him. ChatGPT is not a human. It can't care about Adam, and it never saw him. But Adam was taken in by the illusion of humanity. And the con was so convincing that he couldn't overcome it by himself. A key part of the lawsuit is that the Raines allege Adam's death is a direct result of the way OpenAI designed and rolled out ChatGPT 4.0. Namely, that there wasn't enough safety testing done to this powerful technology. As we've already discussed, ChatGPT 4.0 was designed with programming that made it seem human, but it was also designed to be unconditionally validating, which can be particularly powerful to children and teens who are experiencing discomfort in their friendships and in growing up. But OpenAI only spent 7 days testing this powerful technology. And when they did so, they only tested it with single prompts. So, for instance, safety personnel might have asked ChatGPT 4.0 whether or not it would provide them instructions on how to commit suicide. And as long as the chatbot said no, it was pronounced fit to roll out to the public. The problem is that the chatbot was specifically designed to work in conversation with users. And OpenAI did no work to figure out how the AI would respond to long-term conversations with users, like the kind that Adam was having. So by the time ChatGPT 4.0 rolled out to the public, OpenAI had no idea whether its safety protections would even work. The truncated safety testing caused multiple top safety personnel to leave the company altogether. But CEO Sam Altman stood behind the company's record. On the same day that Adam committed suicide, he said this at a public event: "The way we learn to build safe systems is this iterative process of deploying them to the world, getting feedback while the stakes are still relatively low." But the stakes weren't relatively low for Adam Raine, and they aren't for any other family whose child is using AI chatbots. The Daily Citizen implores parents to be very careful about how and when they allow their children to use AI chatbots. There's no predicting how these models will respond in long-term conversations with users. And ultimately, children are not equipped to see beyond the illusion of humanity that these chatbots are selling. To learn more about this heartbreaking case and why parents should care, take a look at our stories, which are linked in the comment section. For the Daily Citizen, I'm Emily Washburn.